Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. and I'm here today to bring you the review for One Piece episode 812, I think it was. It doesn't really matter, we're labeled in title, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, we start the episode off with Sandy just really staring out the window, just thinking about things, nothing important about that scene. There was a bit within the episode with Chopper and Carrot. Now they're still trying to deal with Brewery, and now I said last review that I don't think this bit happened within the manga, and I think I am actually right. The only things that did happen within the manga is the whole bit in the house that actually did happen within the manga. But yeah, Chopper's got a plan to get them out of this situation. So in the midst of initiating that. So rather than that, some important things to come out of this chapter, important scenes could be considered the Brooke and Pedro scene, because within this scene we do find out a few things. So it starts off with Brooke, he's in the spirit mode, just really trying to gauge what exactly they would have to do in order to get into the poneglyph, the room with the poneglyphs, and take this poneglyph. Brooke can see that it's heavily guarded, and he does mention that later on when he goes back out. But while he is in spirit form, we get to see Commander's movie. Now, I can't remember if this is the first time we've actually seen her. Obviously, being a manga reader, I'm familiar with her before, but I think this is the first time that she's introduced within the anime, and we just see her. I think we're told about Bounty as well, and we see her do something really weird that I don't remember being in the manga, where she squeezes a person, essentially juicing her, and then drinks the juice. I'm hoping that that she has a never fruit ability that just made the body juicy and just gave it some extra flavoring. Because other than that, you're essentially drinking blood, juiced bones, juiced, yeah, some probably some flesh got in there as well, sweat and other bodily fluids. Not a good look at all. But yeah, we see her. We found out some information about the poneglyphs now. I can't remember the exact number that was mentioned, but it was mentioned there is so and so poneglyphs, but out of so and so poneglyphs, only 9 of them are important, and 4 of those being the road poneglyphs. So we're told that, and then so that's everything we're told during while Book is in there in spirit form, and he goes back to his body, and Pedro and him have a bit of a talk, and Book is like, Pedro, like, this is a rare chance. We're not gonna get this kind of chance again. We got to seize this opportunity to steal the red poneglyph from Big Mom. And then Book was like, do you mind being the bait, bro? And then Pedro's like, I got you, I got you. So that's what they're gonna do. Pedro's gonna be the prey, while Brooke hops in there and tries to steal this red poneglyph from the rubbing. Do you think they're going to be able to do it? Is one question that I'm going to leave you with. Obviously, again, I already know being a manga reader. So moving on to another important scene, not as important as that scene, I reckon, but it is important because it does get you thinking about the relationship with Big Mom and the Giants. So the scene takes place where you have Big Mom showing the Vinsmoke family her impressive library of stuff. We know that she's trying to build a country that all the people correlate together, and we know that she's interested in like unique creatures. So we're in her library, and she's showing off all the creatures that she's gathered. And now one thing that really caught my interest is that and I didn't think about it when it came out in the manga, but she has one of the creatures from Impa Down, and she mentions that how it escaped from Impa Down. So what I'm thinking really is how did they get from Impa Down, which is surrounded by a vast ocean or sea, whatever you want to call it. So how did they get from Impa Down to wherever Big Mom captured it from? And now it could be possible that Big Mom or one of her pirates was just happened to be passing by Impa Down. But with them being criminals, with them being pirates, I don't really think they would go that close to input down to just risk getting captured, because you never know what could happen. So that was a question that came to my mind. But like I said previously, the most important thing about this scene is when Judge asks Big Mom, you know, I've seen all these, I've seen minks, I've seen fishermen, I've seen little people, but I haven't seen no giants here. Why is that? Big Mom is like, oh, you must be mistaken. You just unlucky. You haven't seen one, kind of thing. But it is kind of hinting that there is some negative kind of, or there might be yeah, there is. It is hinted that there might be some negative vibe between giants and Big Mom. So the last thing I want to talk about is Luffy being locked up. So he wakes up from being knocked up. He realizes he's knocked up. He say, "Let me go." They're not letting him go, obviously. And this was split into two parts. So that was the first part. And then the second time you see Luffy and Nami again, is when Big Mom finds out that they've been captured. And Big Mom talks to Luffy, and she's like, "Yo, Luffy, you said you was gonna come at me, bro, but you didn't bring your whole crew. So like, so what's going on?" And then Luffy's like, "Nah, I'm a man of my word. I'm going to we'll fight. Let's fight right now." And that's where we leave off the episode. So I think that was a good cliffhanger to leave off the episode, and I really can't explain why without spoiling what's going to happen next. But I'm just going to leave off and say it was a good cliffhanger, and that's everything I've got to say about the episode. So I'm going to give it the average of a 3-star rating and call it a review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.